Horrifying. Monica's revenge funeral leaves one person dead in the hospital. The lights of General Hospital flickered as the late November rain lashed against the windows. The night was too silent for Port Charles. Something was brewing, a storm far more dangerous than the one outside. In her penthouse, Dr. Monica Quatermain sat before a half-empty glass of bourbon, staring at a black envelope sealed with crimson wax. The note inside had arrived 2 days ago, slipped beneath the mansion's door like a warning from the dead. They took everything from you, Monica. It's time for them to pay. A friend who knows the truth. Her shaking hands unfolded the second page. Inside were the names of 5 people. Monica's jaw tightened. Her late husband's portrait hung above the mantel, Alan Quatermain's gentle smile watching over her like a ghost she could never quite forgive or forget. "Alan," she whispered, "I've been loyal, haven't I? But maybe loyalty means nothing when the people you love bury you alive." She rose, slid the letter into her pocket, and looked into the mirror. Her reflection was calm, cold, the kind that no longer wept. Tomorrow, there would be a funeral. But no one knew whose. The hospital lobby was alive with the rhythm of life and death, monitors beeping, doctors calling out orders, and nurses darting through corridors. Elizabeth Weber noticed the strange stillness in Monica's expression as she entered. "Dr. Quatermain," she greeted softly. "You're early. Are you okay?" "I'm fine, Elizabeth," Monica replied, her voice even but distant. "Just making arrangements." "Arrangements?" Monica smiled faintly. "For the end." Before Elizabeth could ask what she meant, Dante Falconeri walked in, eyes heavy from another sleepless night investigating the Sidwell case. He nodded to Monica, unaware that by day's end, his badge would hang over a body in the morgue. At the Quatermain mansion, a gathering was forming. Each person had received a black envelope identical to Monica's, though none knew what it meant. Tracy entered first, clutching her pearls. "I swear, if this is another one of Monica's melodramatic family breakfasts." "Ned, Eddie," interrupted with a smirk. "You say that like we don't live for it." Drew Kane, still recovering from the chaos of his latest corporate war with Valentin Cassadine, looked uneasy. "She said it was urgent. Something about a funeral." Olivia frowned. "Whose funeral? Did someone die?" The door creaked open. Monica stood there, dressed entirely in black. "Mine," she said. "It's my funeral." The room fell silent. Even the storm outside seemed to pause. "I've prepared everything," Monica continued. "A celebration of my life. One last gathering before I say goodbye to all of you." Trace's face twisted in discomfort. "Oh, don't be dramatic, Monica. You're not dying." Monica's smile was razor-thin. "No, but someone is." The next day, General Hospital's chapel was transformed into an eerie theater. Black candles lined the aisle. Photographs of Monica through the decades filled the walls, her as a young doctor, a wife, a mother, a survivor. Guests whispered nervously as Monica walked to the altar. Lucy Coe, always theatrical, whispered to Maxie, "Who throws their own funeral? This is either tragic or brilliant PR." Sonny Corinthos arrived uninvited, his expression unreadable. He stood in the back, arms crossed. The ceremony began. Monica stood beside a casket, empty, her eyes glinting beneath the chapel's dim light. "We live among ghosts," she began. "Port Charles feeds on secrets, betrayals, and blood. I built this hospital to heal people, but all I've done is bury them." Her gaze flicked toward Tracy. "Some of you stole from me. Some lied. Some killed." Murmurs rippled through the pews. "But today," Monica said, "I make peace and judgment." She raised a glass of champagne. "To the truth." Everyone hesitated, then lifted their glasses. The room shimmered with tension. Lucy dropped her glass, shattering it across the floor. Drew was gasping, clutching his throat. His face turned pale, veins darkening under his skin. "Call 911. Olivia shouted. But they were already in a hospital. Within minutes, the chapel became a crime scene. Doctors rushed in, nurses screamed, and chaos erupted as Drew collapsed. Elizabeth and Finn tried to revive him. "It's poison," Finn said grimly. "Something fast-acting, cyanide, maybe." Monica watched from a distance, her face unreadable. Tracy stormed toward her. "You planned this, didn't you, Monica?" "I planned a funeral," Monica said calmly. I didn't choose the body.
Sonny grabbed Dante by the arm.
Find out who brought the drinks. Already on it, Dante muttered, scanning the crowd. No one leaves.
But one person was already gone. Lucy Coe had slipped away.
Hours later, the hospital's conference room was turned into an interrogation zone. Dante, visibly shaken, questioned Monica first. Why throw your own funeral? Because I wanted to face my past before it buried me.
And Drew? Was he your past? He was my mistake, she said softly.
But not my enemy.
Down the hall, Tracy cornered Olivia. Don't you see what she's doing?
She's trying to break this family apart. Again.
Olivia shook her head.
No, Tracy. Someone else used Monica's funeral to send a message. Just then, Elizabeth entered with a small evidence bag, a champagne flute rimmed with black lipstick.
It's not Monica's shade, she said quietly. But it's Lucy's. Lucy was found in her suite at the Metro Court, trembling. I didn't mean to hurt anyone, she sobbed when Dante found her. I thought it was a prank, a prop drink.
Tracy told me to make the toast dramatic. Tracy.
Dante repeated.
You're saying Tracy gave you the poison glass?
Lucy nodded frantically.
She said it would make Monica's fake funeral memorable. I didn't know she switched the bottle. Monica, standing at the doorway, heard every word.
Her face hardened. Tracy, she whispered.
Always cleaning her hands with someone else's blood. Back at the mansion, Tracy poured herself a drink when Monica entered.
You went too far, Monica said.
Oh, don't moralize, Monica, Tracy replied coolly. You've done worse.
You called your own funeral.
I just made it real.
Monica's voice cracked with rage.
You killed Drew. Collateral damage, Tracy said, sipping her drink. He was never one of us. Monica lunged forward, slapping the glass from her hand. It shattered across the floor, releasing a faint smell of almonds.
Tracy's eyes widened.
You?
Monica smiled coldly.
I returned the favor.
Tracy gasped, her knees buckling as she collapsed.
You wanted a memorable funeral, Monica whispered. Now it's yours. The next morning, Port Charles was in uproar.
Tracy Quartermain, dead. Poisoned.
Drew Kane, in critical condition. And Monica, missing. The mansion was sealed off, crime tape surrounding the gardens.
Reporters swarmed outside.
Ned stood on the steps, his hands shaking.
She's gone.
My mother's gone. Olivia whispered. No, she's hiding.
She always survives.
Inside the hospital, Finn studied the autopsy results. The poison was identical, the same compound used on Drew. Meaning?
Dante asked.
Meaning Monica didn't just return the favor.
She had the poison ready, planned, calculated.
So it was revenge, Dante murmured.
Finn nodded grimly. And she's not done.
That night, the chapel lights flickered again. Elizabeth entered to find fresh flowers laid on the altar, lilies and white roses.
A folded note rested beside them. Justice is never clean. Forgive me when you can. M.
From the shadows, Monica appeared, older, tired, but strangely peaceful.
He's alive, isn't he? She asked softly. Elizabeth nodded. Drew's stable.
He'll make it. Monica smiled faintly. Then it's over. What did you do, Monica?
Elizabeth asked, voice trembling.
I did what any mother would do. I protected my family. Even from itself. She placed her wedding ring on the altar beside Alan's photo. Tell them I'm gone, she whispered. Let them bury the idea of me. Maybe then they'll live. Before Elizabeth could stop her, Monica turned, disappearing into the rain outside. Days later, in the morgue, Dante studied the file again.
Something didn't add up.
Trace's toxicology results had a second signature compound, not cyanide. A synthetic variant that caused heart failure without trace. Wait, he muttered. That's the same toxin Victor Cassadine used. He rushed to Finn's office. Monica didn't do this alone. Someone helped her.
Finn frowned. Who?
Before Dante could answer, Olivia entered, holding a sealed envelope.
This came to the house today.
No return address. Inside was a single photograph, Monica and Victor Cassadine, taken years ago, laughing at a medical conference.
On the back.
The Quartermains were only the beginning. In a remote cabin outside Port Charles, Monica sat by a fire, staring into the flames. Her phone buzzed once, an unknown number.
She answered.
Yes.
A deep male voice responded.
It's done.
Trace's death will look like suicide. Drew will recover.
You're free.
No one's ever free, Monica whispered.
Then we'll keep playing, the voice said.
Who are you? A pause. Then,
let's just say I'm the one who gave you that first letter.
The call ended.
Monica looked outside, the rain falling harder. She opened a drawer. Inside lay dozens of black envelopes, each marked with a single name.
Port Charles isn't done bleeding, she murmured.
A week later, the Quartermain estate hosted another funeral, this time real. Trace's casket sat beside the empty one Monica had used. The irony was not lost on anyone. Sonny stood near the back, watching silently as Ned delivered a trembling eulogy.
My mother lived for power.
Maybe it killed her. Maybe it saved the rest of us. As the service ended, Dante received a message on his phone, a photo from a surveillance camera near the border.
It was Monica, alive, walking away from Port Charles.
Caption beneath. Every ending deserves a funeral. In Port Charles, even funerals are full of life, and every act of vengeance begins with love. Monica's revenge ended one story, but the ghost she awakened will haunt us all. Because at General Hospital, no one ever truly dies. They just come back, changed,